These gentle souls have no say over a single thing that happens to them throughout the duration of their short, miserable lives. I'll just preface everything to come by making it clear I'm an abolitionist, not a welfareist, and I'm staunchly against all forms of animal exploitation, regardless of treatment. That said, I know a lot of socially conditioned but well-meaning members of the public placate their consciences with the idea that farmed animals are well looked after, don't suffer, and have pain-free deaths. But that just could not be further from the truth. Search for farm exposés and do some research into standard industry practice, and you'll see that abuse, mistreatment and neglect is ubiquitous in animal agriculture. The photos and videos in this compilation have been taken at Norwich Livestock Market and show standard treatment and conditions animals farmed in the UK are forced to endure. While some farmers do arrive with clean trailers and relatively healthy-looking animals, the vast majority fail to adhere to just about every welfare and disease control policy going. These sentient animals, no different to you and I in the ways that matter morally, are taken to Norwich Livestock Market to be traded like goods, with no respect for their sentience, the depth of which is lost on the emotionally stunted farmers that subjugate them. For most of these animals, the only time they'll receive a kind word, affection, and acknowledgement of their existence as feeling individuals is the fleeting seconds activists stop the truck. We don't want these innocent, defenceless beings going to their deaths unseen, society's great shame hidden out of sight and out of mind. Each of these animals is unique, with their own soul, aura, character, preferences. They are someone. They are pure and innocent and worthy of the ultimate protection, just like children. But farmers are strange, cruel and insular people. They don't see the fear or sadness in the animal's eyes. They don't smile at their little quirks, feel their spirit or notice the complexities to their character. All the farmers see when they look at these animals is money, low-functioning units that need to be maintained until they're processed. Rather than understanding and catering to the vast and individualised range of physical, mental and emotional needs of each animal, farmers will centre their care around a business model that maximises profit. I have had rescued ratties, victims of bored children and free ads for over a year. Like all animals, rats, who I was amazed to discover really are like tiny puppies, are highly complex emotionally and physically. They are intelligent, active and social beings full of character and have countless wants and needs to provide for. They have natural behaviours that need to be engaged, diverse and continuous mental stimulation, the right set of living conditions, temperature, humidity, light control, cleaning. They're prone to a plethora of illnesses, and at one point when we had 6 rats, they were on 50 doses of medication a day between them. So with medication and supplementary treatment, vet bills which have run into thousands, and all of their enrichment, food, bedding, etc., the idea that we could raise these animals for food even if they were 10 times the size, giving them the best possible life and meeting all of their needs whilst making anything but a catastrophic financial loss is ludicrous, and it shocks me that people believe any different. But whilst the amount of time and money I put into my ratties' care is infinitely more than I could ever get back should I be so depraved as to kill them and sell their corpses, the love and peace they return to me is invaluable. In contrast, we've seen farmers arrive at Norwich Livestock Market with bedraggled and frightened animals crammed into filthy trailers and suffering with suspected fractured limbs on at least 2 occasions that I can recall. Tumours, lameness, matted clumped fur, foot rot, disease, and all manner of wounds and injuries. One farmer on her Facebook page even has a photo of herself standing on the back of one of her cows. Other farmers have turned up with dead sheep in their trailers, lifeless bodies just thrown in amongst bottles of marking spray, animal feed, and other farm equipment. I strongly suspect, though without proof, that they're using these corpses to feed birds of prey kept by local hunts, which a lot of the farmers are very much involved with. The lack of dignity and respect these poor creatures are afforded is abhorrent. They're imprisoned, forcibly impregnated, mutilated, separated from their families, sprayed with paint like a graffiti building, maimed with tags, before being carted off to the market to be pushed around and sold to the highest bidder of their tragic lives. I ask anyone who isn't vegan yet to look into the eyes of these animals and ask yourself, are there any whose soul that you can feel or sense? Do any of them remind you of your own animal companions? What do you see when you look into their eyes? Who are they? What are they like? Are they playful, shy, loving? What do you think they were feeling in that moment? The farmers and their army of police and security thugs go out of their way to stop our protest. They'll run us over, hurl abuse, assault us, unlawfully and maliciously arrest us. They don't want the public to wake up from their brainwashing, open their hearts, and stop paying them to abuse and murder non-human animals. But no matter what they throw at us, we'll always come back fighting for animal justice. We'll never stop showing the world their sweet, precious faces in the hope that people will connect their lifestyle choices with the direct suffering they cause. To those who have restored some part of my faith in humanity with the support, kindness and integrity you've shown me in my battle against Norfolk Constabulary, I appreciate more than words could say. You're showing me that there is some goodness in mankind. Your sense of justice is the very best of you, and I hope that in seeing the evil in police abusing their powers over us to bully and harm us, you'll open your eyes to the injustice of us doing the same thing and far worse to the animals at our mercy. None of us are free until we all are free, and so long as animals are enslaved and brutalised by humans, the world will never know peace.
Oh, they are not well.
I'll leave you with some photos of my animal family and others I've met at places of sanctuary. Notice how loving these animals are, how open, friendly, happy, how different they are to the animals you see coming in and out of Norwich Livestock Market. And ask yourself, would you not like to see a world where all animals are treated this way? For help in ending your part in the oppression of animals, ask me anything you like or check out challenge22.com. The only thing you'll regret is not doing it sooner.